Okay, so He's Gone is in E major, and the opening is based around an E major chord, and specifically the B and E notes. And there's a few things that you can do with that. The first is playing E major pentatonic scale off of that chord, and I think the most useful pattern there would be the one that has 3 whole steps stacked off the E string, like this in full. The reason why that's so useful is it's right next to that E-shaped chord. You can just slide right into it. And the reason I say E-shaped and not just E is that you could do it anywhere that you have a bar chord, E-shaped bar chord. The major pentatonic rooted in that bar chord is right next to it the same way. The other thing you could do here is you could add in the minor third, the G note, to add a bluesy flavor to it. That would sound like this. You can see I also switched from the full E chord to just the power chord version with the E opening string, the B note, and the E note at the 2nd frets, muting the rest, and that just makes it easier a little bit to do some of these blues riffs. And so the second aspect of the pattern and the riff at the beginning is the chords that are implied by the notes you use. The first is the B chord by virtue of that B note, and you could just play the chord, you know. And the second chord would be F sharp minor. The F sharp is brought in because it harmonizes with that B as the 5th. So instead of, you could do the pattern like, and that implies, like I said, the F minor chord, F sharp minor, which you could hear like this. Or even, and I hear it a couple ways in the song, but you know, you could work it in however it sounds right to you. One way would be for the B, like this. And that's using the first 2 notes of this E chord that's at the 2nd fret, and sliding up into the bottom end of this this E chord that's here. So you have the E chord here, you also have the E chord here, and playing the first 2 notes of that sounds good when you pull from the B chord here. Now that requires you to switch fingers, which fingers on which string as you pull, so that takes a little practice. The other thing would be the F sharp minor harmonization. You could just use this F sharp note on the 4th fret of the D string and the A note on the 2nd fret of the G string. You play that, that's the core of the F sharp minor. And if you bring it up 2 frets, you get into the E chord. Because that full E chord's there, and you have these 2 notes within it. And so I hear that also sometimes. So you could add it in a couple different ways. You could, like I just did there, work it in with the pentatonic stylings you do. And that's it.